You can come to Dumfries House for any event, whether it's for 200 people or if it's just your family of 5.
On my first day here, I walked about with my mouth hanging open going, wow. All the paintings and just all the history.
Dumfries House was built for William Crichton Dalrymple, the 5th Earl of Dumfries. He went to the Shakespeare of cabinet makers, Thomas Chippendale. The last member of the Bute family to live here was Lady Eileen. When she died, everything passed to her grandson. He made the decision to sell in 2007, and that's when His Majesty the King, as Prince of Wales, became involved. A consortium of heritage bodies had raised £25 million to save everything. The asking fee was 45. His Majesty was alerted and he secured a loan for the remaining £20 million, allowing us to save the house, the contents and the 2,000 acres for the nation.
Well, I used to come walks up here with my grandfather collecting brambles for my gran to make jam, and I just sort of loved it. I fell in love with the house, really. I've never considered I would ever work here, so it's a bit of a dream come true, actually.
In 2008, the house didn't look the way it looks today.
It was really in quite a big state of disrepair. The pewter corridor there was battleship grey. I think there'd been dogs up in the furniture as well. I think Lady Bute liked her dogs.
The estate was overgrown, the vegetation was shoulder high, and the battle at the time was to balance restoration with conservation. So some of the Chippendale has been recovered, some of the Chippendale has been left exactly as it was in 1759. Heritage-led regeneration that has established everything that you now see at Dumfries House. Since I started in 2013, there's been a new site added to the estate almost every year. Well, the Coach House Cafe was opened, the visitor centre was built. There's at least double the amount of visitors attending for tours today as compared to 2013, and of course we are now headquarters of the King's Foundation.
I've seen all sorts of events. One of my favourites is always the tea dance. The tea dance gets everybody in the local area involved, people that have been isolated. I'm really excited that we've got a new venue coming as well. We've got the new King's Hall. I'm excited for that. It's great that we can actually share this place with people from the local area and people from all over.